We are back inside the film room presented by Sharp. Joined by David Diehl, I am John Scmeelk, taking a look at the Giants draft class in 2021. And Dave, let's go to second-round pick Azeez Ojulari. A lot of teams had a first-round grade on this guy for one simple reason. He can bend the edge.
Azeez was my favorite edge rusher defensive end in the 2021 draft, so I couldn't be even more excited that the Giants were able to pick him up because of what he is going to bring to this Giants defense. Here we have him lining up outside on the edge, playing up against the Tennessee Volunteers. The reason why I put this play in here, watch his bend and his ability to snap those hands and not give this offensive tackle any surface area to hit. And one of the toughest things is when they bend that edge, if they can keep balance and show that ankle flexion and that hip flexion to be able to continue through, flatten down, and come up with a hat trick. Sack, forced fumble, and a fumble recovery.
If fans at training camp see those guys running those circle drills around that hula hoop, that's what that is, to get that bend, to not just beat the tackle, but get to the quarterback. And here, Dave, he makes another play, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands. He has great hand usage. It's how he gets the offensive lineman off of him.
It's not only just hand usage, it's timing and being able to time the punch of the offensive tackle. Once again, we're going to see him here on the outside, working the edge. And the one thing that you love to see out of him, once again, is a different pattern of pass rush. Watch the swat and the rip. He first gets the offensive tackle's inside hand down, then his outside, and is able to clear it through with that rip. Once again, flattening through, getting the sack and the forced fumble. These are all the types of things that you're looking for out of a defensive end with length, with athletic ability, and that ability to run the arc.
No question about it. And Dave, he can affect the passing game as a rusher, but he also has very good instincts, this time foiling a screen pass.
No question. When you're standing there and all of a sudden you see an offensive tackle run by you, there are defensive ends that still continue to rush the quarterback. Bingo, bingo, something's alert, something's happening, and he recognizes it and is able to come clear flat down the line of scrimmage. Sees the recognition, the offensive tackle gives him the good old Olay block and doesn't touch him. Puts his foot in the ground and is able to come back on that screen, sees the quarterback flowing to him, is able to put the pressure on, and they come up with an incomplete pass.
Of course, as a guy setting the edge, you have to be good in the run game, Dave. And on this play, we see a guy who's undersized compared to these offensive linemen he's going up against, but it doesn't change his approach.
Once again, going up against the best offensive line in college, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Watch his ability to dip, hit same foot, same shoulder, and not only stop it, but then start to push the guard into the backfield and be able to still recognize where the back's coming and come off for the tackle. These are the exciting things that you see out of Azeez Ojulari. See the dip, rip, is able to hit that same foot, same shoulder, come through. So when you're even outmassed by size, his leverage, his strength, and his ability to get under that guard is what allowed him to make that play.
And Dave, finally, he's only 6'2", but he has 34-inch arms to get into the chest of players. This time, it's speed to power, and he puts this offense on skates.
If you're watching Tennessee, these are two jumbo tight ends playing on the backside of this scheme. What are they doing right now? They're trying to stop him on the backside and not give him any place to run. Well, what does he do? Gets inside hand leverage and is able to drive this jumbo tight end right into the hole of where this back is trying to cut into. Those are the exciting things when you think about him matching up against some of these tight ends in the league that are more pass catchers than they are blockers.
Dave, an exciting player. He can do a little everything. He can stop the run. He helps in the passing game and coverage and rushing the quarterback. A playmaker off the edge for the Giants in 2021 and beyond. That's another look inside the film room presented by Sharp. For David Diehl, I'm John Scmeelk. We'll see you next time, everybody.